Salutations, my beautiful people. Shit! Well, it's been a year since I've done a web video review, and since most of them are just either SFM stuff or pony stuff, I'm going to another direction by reviewing a reviewer. Wow, what am I, fucking a Salieri? This is Eric Rodriguez, aka E-Rod, aka the Blockbuster Buster. He's a film critic in the vein of the nostalgia critic, where he throws subpar skits and lore in his videos to see if it sticks. Well, I also do those, but I mostly do it in every August. I seem to have mixed feelings about his videos, like the critic's recent ones. Speaking of the critic, he's part of the channel Awesome, along with Chris Stuckman. It's like finding out that the director of Spotlight also directed The Cobbler. His main gimmick is that whenever he finishes watching a movie that sucks ass, like Robots apparently, he destroys it in a different way once an episode, mostly involving his mighty hammer he got from a regular hardware store. And he also has Jarvis for some bumfuck reason. Gary Stu! Like any NC clone, he has a sort of side characters, most of them played by himself. There's Fedora Freddy, who acts as some horrible idea maker for film executives and speaks in a fast pace that makes myself sound easy listening. There's Hell Lovett, who's a discount Fernando Martinez from GTA. I should like to point out that E-Rod is actually Hispanic, so it's kinda like Mexicans loving Speedy Gonzalez, but that doesn't make it any better. Then there's annoying twat number 312, aka the Nerdlinger, who looks like a reject from Revenge of the Nerds. I mean, just look at him. He's a fucking stereotype. He has an annoying voice.
Hi everybody, I'm Nerdlinger. I'm here to review Resident Evil Extinction.
And apparently he has his own episode. Does this guy even know how fucking annoying he sounds and some people don't like him? Does he have any self-awareness? Sheldon Cooper looks and sounds way better than him, and I don't even like the Big Bang Theory. Zimbabwe. There's also other characters like Evil E. Apparently you learn how to create characters from the Yari Gamer, She-Rod.
Is he your lover?
My what?
And some other characters that I'm not bothered to mention. Real talk, does having recurring characters make your review show better? No. And Filmbrain learned it and never uses characters anymore. It's just a man on a camera talking about some movie. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using recurring characters, but you don't have to ever use them, and Nira knows it. I haven't even talked about his reviews because I'm having a hard time choosing which one. It's truly outrageously bad. Woof! One truly off to not knock off that other critic's review description. And what's with the thumbnail? Don't get me wrong, guys, someone liked the style, but it clashes with other images that are the artist's style. But this thumbnail in particular. At first I thought he was gonna review the Garbage Pail Kids movie, but it's actually him gatekeeping the kid from watching the Jam cartoon. God damn it, man, have some sympathy. There are 4 of these movies? Yes, but would you be more surprised that there's 12 Friday the 13th movies? E-Rod once again pits 2 extremely similar movies against one another, but this time there's a twist. They're not that extremely similar. The plot kind of is, but the setting is different, so... Unfortunately, before Blip TV was shut down, he didn't back up his videos because he didn't have enough space on his hard drive. Good news is that his fans have most of the original videos backed up, and sent him to upload them to his Daily Motion channel. Still, I suggest you should buy a USB storage stick for your videos to free up some space. Fuck it, let's just watch this review of a friend and then I can see why I was having a hard time choosing it. Most of his videos on Channel Awesome are way long, 20 to even 45 minutes. God damn it, not even my movie reviews are that long. So the video starts with a recap of the previous review. This is a monthly special, but I couldn't be bothered to watch all of this. And no, I didn't shrink the video. That's how it looks. Don't believe me? Yeah, apparently he renders his videos in 4:3 instead of the now standard 16:9, and there's a clash with the audio qualities. His footage have high quality audio, while others have low quality audio, which makes it quite disorienting when you hear it.
To find the worst possible movie for you to review last.
Did you find it?
And this doesn't even look 16:9. It's like he tried to render it in 21:9, but the final result is it looks messed up. Like, did he even check the properties before rendering it? What video editor does he use? Let me just zoom the video in. There we go, true 16:9. Almost. So after that 3-minute slug of a prologue and intro, yes, I timed it, we begin the actual video. Every time the intro ends, the footage starts with Iwar looking on his left for a brief time before introducing himself. I know he's reading the script before introducing, but it makes me think he saw something unusual before turning his head. after that, he starts the review by making a mistake.
As she watches a disturbing YouTube video.
Then again, this is the same guy who actually thought that Texas Chainsaw 3D mostly takes place in the 90s. Even though there clearly are modern cars in this movie. I mean, we all make mistakes, but the Live League watermark is right there.
That's what teenage girls do in their spare time nowadays? Watch nightmare-inducing videos online.
Well, I've witnessed 2 of my former colleagues watching real gore on computer class like 2 years ago, so it's not that far-fetched. Something you've noticed is that when he talks commonly in his reviews, he speaks in a way that sounds like this.
Man, have things changed. Back in my day, teenage girls used to spend their spare time talking on the phone about cute guys. You know, like Kirk Cameron, Michael J. Fox, and
when he's angry, he screeches like this!
we only freaked out when something fucking happened!
Because that doesn't get annoying fast, right?
In the video, Laura gets drunk, passes out, and then has her period all over her white shorts.
Huh, didn't know her period looked so dark. By the way, she shat herself. He then compares it to other villains from horror flicks.
Someone filmed her period stain.
Ugh, again with the period nonsense. I'm starting to think that he's denying the fact that women can shit too.
So, you're turned on when your boyfriend violently threatens you. What are you, Harley Quinn?
I'm guessing she's a sadist or something. Oh, okay. Let's just use a clip from a show instead of using an image to pad the running time. Worse, in his Terminator retrospective, he played the whole teaser for T2 before tackling the movie. I'm not joking. I wish I could show you, but unfortunately this is one of the few videos his fans didn't recover in time. So you just have to take my word for it. Erod, the master of padding.
Alright, enough of this bullshit. Finish your Skype call so we can start the movie.
You don't get it, Eric. This is the whole movie. If you want this call to end quick, you must skip to the credits.
Why didn't you already know this?
I'll bet if you watch the Russian arc, you'll probably have the same reaction, but then again, he's called a Blockbuster Buster. He busts Blockbuster video stores. After realizing the entirety of the movie is mostly boring shit, he is getting weaker from watching the film.
Man, this movie's terrible. Kinda feel like I just want to give up.
If this were an honest review, I would have watched it. Ah! Aha! I shouldn't have ate all that candy. Alright, I'm back.
And thus their friends joined their Skype call, leading us to finally meet the rest of the victims. I mean cast.
No need to correct yourself, they're all gonna die anyway.
I'm gonna add her.
Can I just be honest? I don't like Val.
Then why did you call her?
Loud noises!
Look, I'm kinda like Val whenever I get a group call from tubers and his friends on Skype, so again, it's not far-fetched.
I would try to describe their personalities to you, but it'd be easier just to say that they range from sandpaper to an enema to nails on a chalkboard.
Sorry. And what is with him putting names of the characters when he introduced them? I get Metal Gear, but not this.
Oh no, what could you possibly do? Hang up, you morons!
Oh, he meant hang up. Wait, the movie showed us it doesn't work. I'm starting to think Eric writes the script as he watches it. You know, like I did when I reviewed movies a few years ago.
Ugh. Why would you call each other again? It's not like you were having an important conversation. And even if you were, you see each other every single day at school, you dumb douchebags!
Are you for real? By your logic then, I shouldn't use WhatsApp to chat with my colleague when we're not at school.
Also, very important. The mysterious caller says and does nothing. The icon appears and these idiots freak out like someone set their pubes on fire.
Oh my fucking god, he really is doing it, isn't he? He's actually referring as if he's watching me blindly. I'll bet he's gonna tell them to turn off their computers, right? But seriously, you should be patient when it comes to scares. This isn't something like what I think is what you're expecting. The movie needs to build suspense. You can't just stick a lazy jump scare that makes you go from meh to blah, then back to meh in 1 second.
So she does the most sensible thing that she can think of. No. She doesn't turn off her computer.
Motherfucker actually just said that, didn't he? You know, the most important part of making a review is doing research. Learning from the movie, the contents, maybe the source material or its history of the production. If you want to please the fans, you have to give them the correct information. That's why Film Brain does an amazing job telling us about the history of the production of a film, its studio problems, if it has any, calling out on errors the movie has, and so forth. With that being said, I'm having trouble comprehending his inconsistency on his research. First of all, no, turning off your computer won't save you. The ghost will kill you no matter if your PC is on or off after it intervened the call. It has been established in the film. Hell, you don't need to watch the film, the trailers already established it. Second, did you actually watch the whole thing? And even if you did you watch it a second time to find stuff you missed while writing your script? Because after I heard you saying her vagina was bleeding, even though she shat herself drunk, not only you're either sexist or never had any sex ed, you didn't double check the footage to see if it's actually your period or not. God damn it, still talking about periods and shit, am I? Third, this is not the only time he failed to do research. Just look at his Dune review. He thinks the spice is completely pointless, even though it fucking isn't. I mean, sure, the movie is exposition heavy, but the importance of the spices are still here. He just didn't bother to understand the exposition, so he's mostly lost. In his Scooby-Doo 2 review, he said that the gang never catch a criminal since scaring people with a mask is legal, even though those people disguised as monsters were trying to kill the gang and others without trying to get exposed. Yeah, definitely not illegal in his eyes. I've witnessed a lot of people on the internet who didn't do their research, like for instance Chris Borers, aka the Irate Gamer. He told us incorrect information, like saying the Genesis, aka the Mega Drive, was launched to compete with Super Nintendo. Except it didn't. It was made to compete with the NES first. The console was released before the Super Nintendo was out. And then he told us that Wikipedia is an unreliable source of information. Who's gonna believe you? And fourth, you bothered to do research on Greek and Roman mythologies for your review of Legend of Hercules, yet you didn't bother to listen to the whole "ghost kills you no matter how turned on or off your PC is. The movie and the trailers establish it." God damn it, you're on the same level as Shane Dawson, and I can't believe I just bring him up. He did a parody of Unfriended because it was trying to stay relevant or something. And guess what? You did the same mistake as he did. If you turn off your computer, the ghost won't kill you. Fuck you! Erod, I hate to say it, but you're basically the Irate Gamer of movie reviews to me. Then again, Chris also does movie reviews and has shit opinions, but still, you're this low on the research failure pit of shame. Not only that, but you don't even care about the movie. I mean, yeah, caring much about a stupid movie about a ghost manipulating computers and killing people on Skype is somewhat of a waste of time, but a good waste of time nonetheless, either for the money or for your craft, like YMS's review of it. Look, we all make mistakes. But if you keep doing mistakes like that, a moviegoer will think that you don't ever give two shits about films in the first place. So, in conclusion, you're an ignorant man who's just there for popularity and has an inconsistent record on researching. It's no wonder the channel also went to hell. He should have been replaced with Sean Smeghead Moore. I'm not gonna be bothered to watch the rest of this video after him giving that stupid advice that doesn't work, so I'm just gonna bust this video right away. You know, I just don't get why some internet reviewers have a fetish for destroying shit. You have Kadikarus shooting at games, the Irate Gamer destroying games with special effects and a fucking eggplant. Interesting. The nerd destroying an actual VHS tape with a katana, Linkara burning a comic book, and Spax3 destroying a GBA game on camera in multiple ways. What, couldn't you people just sell them or at least put it on the shelf and just ignore it? I get Chinese knockoff toys, but this? What a waste of potential eBay findings. I know some of them aren't actually destroying them, but you know what I do instead? Put them in the garbage. One down, whatever the fuck I want the bottle to go. Oh my gosh, she's still here. Why hasn't she moved? What does she want? It's making me nervous. Ignoring her won't work. Don't take any car pass by her. I'm tired of seeing her. I must tell her to walk away. Ow. You. Ah! Oh yeah, I forgot. This is my Nat VR on YouTube. Is what I say if I was actually dreaming. How did you... Look, I know you missed me after you went to prison, but you can't just stalk me like that. still creep me out after all these weeks. Must have been the almost kiss moment, right? Yeah, I know. We almost had it. But times have changed. You were charged for second-degree murder and rape, but mostly for the former. You didn't have to kill my therapist, but you did it and exposed a part of your nude body as a result anyways. Is that your way of eliminating evidence? Look, I know you're mute and we're invisible, but I really don't like to say this, but I'd rather distance myself from you, loving-wise, so, can we just be friends this time?